So you need to decide what program to edit your film with. First rule for me is, just like cameras, for most films it doesn't matter what program you edit on. For me, if someone says, wow, that was a great film, what did you edit on? It's like saying, nice meal, what oven did you use to cook it with? Who cares? It doesn't matter. This is because if you're doing what most films do and you're just putting one shot in front of another in a sequence, you can use pretty much any of a huge range of programs to edit your film, and the one you pick won't make the slightest bit of difference. There are loads of options out there that range from free to expensive and the most basic to pro, but most of these NLE or non-linear editing systems are pretty similar these days. You can even do basic edits using programs on your phone. So again, depending on what scale of film you are making, there will be an option for you, and you won't necessarily need the latest and greatest program or a fancy computer. Again, I'm assuming you are not physically editing on film, as in my opinion this is much more expensive, inefficient and difficult. But whatever program you choose to use, it will likely follow a process like this. First, there will usually be a window into which you can import your clips into the program to get your footage ready to edit. This is probably a place like a project window into which you can organize all your assets, such as footage, audio, and the sequences you will create, into folders, sometimes called bins, to stay organized. There may also be a source window where you can scrub through a specific clip and find the part you want. Next, there will be the timeline. Here you will be able to add or drag and drop your clips into the order that you want to create your film. There will be at least one track for picture and one or two for audio, but you can usually create many more to add other things. On the picture tracks, you can add things like titles and transitions, and on the audio tracks, you can add things like sound effects and music. There may also be various other windows for adding effects, transitions, text, or making changes to picture, color, and audio. You will also be able to play back whatever you make on your timeline in the main video window, sometimes called the program window. So this is where you are essentially previewing your film as you build it. Finally, you will be exporting your finished film, and you can normally do this in many different file types. This will seal in all your changes and will create a single new file of whatever was on your timeline, and it will save this in whatever location you tell it to. And basically that's it. Digital editing really is as simple as that. I'm not going to teach you every edit program in the world one by one because I don't know which one will suit you the most, but you can make the best film you can using any of them. And for 90% of films, as I say, the program you choose really doesn't matter. It's more about just finding the one that you enjoy using the most. So next, I'll tell you how to edit a great film no matter what program you're using. See you in the next one.